Yo, chat, what's good? What's good? What's good with it? Grand Rising, top of the rising. Um, we in here, right? We up in here. We tapped in. We turned up. Shout out to the collective, bright and early. And this is our time for collective agreement. This is your space to empower yourself before you step out there into the matrix. In our daily routine, our daily loop. Shout out to everybody that joined in for our special live last night, where we speak on, excuse me, where we spoke on the importance of loops, man. Seeing a loop, breaking it, and understanding like that. Uh, if you did miss that video is on YouTube. You can literally go over there to YouTube and just look up, go to my videos, and you should see it. Master Key Program: Importance of Breaking Loops, or Breakdown Matrix Breakdown. That's what it's called, something like that. Uh, how y'all doing this beautiful rising, man? Shout out to everybody in here. Um, you're walking in your power, chosen one. You've tapped in and you've activated, and you're seeing the world for what it is. Uh, you're in a high frequency. You've been putting in the work, and you've tapped into these high frequency timelines. And the best thing that about this is it's hard for you to get pulled out of these. You only can pull yourself out, right? A lot of you have been sober for the first time in life. You know, growing up as teenagers, young adults, we get into these drug loops, and they seem to stay with us for a very long time. And you've cut out the drugs, and you've landed in this high frequency timeline, right? Continue. Some of you have cut out the sexual activity with different individuals, right? And you're just tapped in with yourself, man. And yes, this is the things, these certain actions, these high frequency actions, and breaking these loops, walking away from certain people, walking away from certain things, have upgraded your frequency. You out here seeking the knowledge that you're seeking has upgraded your frequency. And now you've tapped into a timeline where a lot of your enemies and people from your past can't even get in contact with you. You're probably not even in contact with a lot of individuals who you grew up with, a lot of individuals who you were just talking to last year, a lot of individuals who you was talking to the year before that. And this because they can't reach you, man. You're tapped into a frequency. And to those who are not tapped into that frequency yet and you're still struggling, you've made it here. Now you just got to add the finishing touches. Shout out to the collective. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. We will have our collective agreements and shift this reality. Continue to glitch it and continue to make it easy for us to create our heavens on earth, or the lives that we want to live. Yo, collective, I just want to let you know, if you're struggling right now, if you haven't started off the year like you thought you was, right? If the year didn't start out as fast as you thought it was, remember, it's not a race. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon. Got 12 months. It's the 2nd, February. Start your consistency today. And last, you know why it's so hard to stay consistent? Because what they don't tell you about consistency is consistency creates identity in this life. So this is why there's when you're trying to make your mind up to be consistent at something, there's so many things that come to try to knock you off your pivot. They try to knock you off what you're doing. Right? Push through it. Stay consistent no matter what, and you will become what you're trying to be consistent at. You know, a lot of times in life, when we were operating our low frequency operating systems, we were only consistent at doing bullshit. Consistently on all bullshit, right? Well, it's time to be consistent in something else, consistent in something that's going to move your life in the way that you want it, right? So remember that whatever you want to be, or whatever you're aspiring to be, or whatever you are becoming, there are going to be bumps in the road to try to throw your consistency off. But when you realize that consistency gives you your identity, it's gonna be easy for you to keep going. If you do something enough, you become that. You know, if you go in the studio and you record a lot of songs for years, you become a rapper. If you drop videos every day and put it on the internet, you become a content creator. And if you study and go to school your whole life, you become whatever you want to. All right, you become whatever you're trying to do. Consistency creates identity. Remember that. Yo, chat. 111's in the chat, man. Shout out to everybody in here. Shout out to all the beings. Fuck all the haters. Death to all the trolls. Yo, we in this motherfucker and we doing our thing. And you already know what time it is, man. It's the Master Key program. This is a space for collective agreement. This is a space for growth. This is not a space for religious programming. This is not a space for race programming. This is not a space for your traditions and cultures. Leave that shit wherever the fuck you from. All right. This is the Master Key program, a space of conscious learning. So let's tap in. Let's break the matrix and let's do what we came to do. Right? 111's in the chat. If you found this live for the first time, it is not by chance. You tapped in with this live because you are operating at a certain frequency. You know, you tapped in with this live because you are operating at a certain frequency. So shout out to y'all. Hey, how many of y'all have actively started to create your experience? 111's in the chat for those that have actively started to create their experience. Excuse me, chat. I don't know why this shit always doing this. I bought this protective cover screen. I don't know why the fuck I bought that shit. I can't even damn near see myself sometimes. If you're actively creating your experience, 111's in the chat. If you found this for the first time, you better believe it is because you have tapped into a high frequency. This live ain't popping up for each and everybody, not for the average Joe Smo. Hell no. This live popping up for Neos and Trinities, right? Non-emotional observers, people who have been pulled out the matrix, people who have seeked their awakening, people who understand that we are living in a simulation. You're seeing the patterns. You're seeing the patterns in real time. You're seeing the code. You're starting to realize life is a mirror of your mind. Shout out to you because you have reached the power, you have reached the level that most never make it in life. Chosen one, when you realize that life is a game, yeah, it's a lot at stake, but it's a game nonetheless, right? You gamble all the time, right? When you playing poker, it's a serious game because you go all in, you can lose all your shit. There's people that have lost everything they ever gained in life gambling. Well, you got to understand life is a game like that. There's high risk and high things at stake, but it's a game nonetheless. And this is not the end all be all for you, chosen one. You have to be in gratitude that you are one of the ones who understand what life is about, because there are a lot of individuals right now just walking through life, chasing a dollar, working a job, just trying to retire so they can buy a home and die, right? But that's not you, chosen one. You've waken up and you've taken yourself out of the rat race, and now you're creating the life that you want to live. Guys, it feels so good being on point, right? And I just want to say this, right? Because a lot of y'all judge me. And I want to say this, man. Yo, I never told you I was a non-sinner. I never told you I was the Christ. I never said I was a prophet. None of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm a nigga from a high ski NC. You know? I've been through what I've been through. My life has made me how I am. My environment has coded the way that I dress and how I act. I'm just giving you me. It's not about who's doing this or who's doing that. It's about the frequency, guys. So I ask you, please don't judge me by the things that I do. Please don't judge me by the shit that I say. by my mannerisms, how I look and how I talk. Only judge me by what I do. And guess what I do? I show up for the collective every day. I've helped people of all races, all backgrounds, maneuver, and judge me for that. All right, let me be me. I do live a life, you know. It is what it is. All right, so let's get it in, chat. Let's tap in. Shout out to everybody in here. If you found this live for the first time, it is not by chance. You have tapped into a free frequency. We ask that you leave the matrix pre-programmed belief systems at the door. Meaning, don't come in here telling me about your God. Don't come in here telling me I'm going to hell. Don't come in here telling us all about give our lives to this and give our lives to that. Keep that shit out there. This ain't that, right? Don't come in here pushing your beliefs and projections on us. This is a safe space for consciousness to grow and learn, right? Let's keep going. Somebody, there we go. There go troll. You've helped those who hate us. I hate you. All right, let's keep going, chat. Let's go. Listen, I'm gonna just be real with y'all, man. I am not him. I don't know who the fuck y'all think I am, but I'm not. I'm not that, bro. I hate everybody who hate me. I wish death to all my trolls. I don't turn the other cheek. That's just what I'm on. All right, let's keep going though. So you probably realizing that you in the matrix, right? You probably realizing that you're seeing the code in real time. And why? Why are we here? First thing you got to understand is that you are not your body, right? You are the soul, right? You are a soul. You're not this avatar. This is mere technology. How do we know that this is tech? Because you can eat something. You got sensors on your tongue that go to your consciousness and tell you and make you experience what you're tasting. If your heart goes bad, you can go, if you got enough money, right? You can go get a heart transplant, right? Get a new heart, brain surgery. You got cameras in your fucking face, gang. Your eyes work like the cameras on the iPhone. When you get a cut, your body heals. When you get tired, you sleep and you recharge and you wake up energized. Just like a phone. When it gets tired, you plug it on the charger, that bitch wake up. You are technology. This avatar is tech. You are not this body. You are the consciousness that is in control and operating the body. You are the signal, the awareness. All right? And you have to understand that, right? Because in this life, they teach you to worship or pray or seek things outside of yourself because it disconnects you from you. And if you don't know that all the answers that you need are in here, you're going to lose at this game. What did the Christ tell you? Mr. Christ said, the kingdom is within. And that is the truth. Everything that you need is within. So guys, this life that we live, it's about self-mastery, right? Everything's about self-mastery in this life. And we spoke on that last night on YouTube. If you missed that special live, you can go catch that. It's streaming on YouTube right now. It's called Matrix Breakdown on why breaking loops is important. Anybody that feels like they're in a loop, you need to go watch that, right? YouTube at JOriginator. So, how do we know that life's a school, guys? When we came into this world, we didn't know nothing, right? We came into this world as a baby. We didn't know nothing. But as we went through experiences, we started to learn. Because as a soul, we don't learn from logic. We learn from experiencing. This is why life is about experience. This is why as you get older, you grow. The more experience you gain, the more you know. The more things you go through, the more you know. Life is a school that was created for soul consciousness evolution. Caterpillars go into cocoons and become butterflies. Souls incarnate as humans and become gods. All right, so you are here experiencing and learning. This is what life is about. This is what life is about. All right, this is why everything you do, when you show life, that you've learned the lesson and you break loops, what happens? You upgrade. Your life gets better. Right now, if you feel like you're in a slump or if you feel like you're losing in life, it is because you are not learning from the lessons that life has given you and you keep doing the same things. What is the definition of insanity, chat? Doing the same shit, expecting different results. The key to life is when you see the patterns, when you see the things that you've already been through, don't do the same result. Don't do the same, don't react the same way. Give it a different reaction and get different results. If we stop doing the same shit and we start doing things differently, you get different results. Trust me on that. When I changed my life, when I changed my priorities, when I changed my focus, when I started handling things in a different manner than the way that I used to, my life upgraded. And this is how you break loops. When you recognize patterns, when you ever been through something and right before it happened, you be like, oh, here we go again. Right? You dealing with that girl, she come in arguing with you. Dealing with that man, he come home on bullshit. And you're like, oh my God, here we go again. Break the loop. That's a loop. When you know what's coming, when you see the patterns, when you see the signs, all you gotta do is break the loop and you get an upgrade. So instead of saying, here we go again, you need to be thinking like, oh no, I'm not about to experience this the same way. Let me do something different. Oh, this bitch coming in here with this bullshit, I'm about to leave for some days. Oh, this man coming in here on some abusive shit, I'm about to call 12. Fuck this nigga. Let's handle things differently. Handle things differently, break the loop. Right? So let's get into it, chat. Let's tap in. Shout out to all the collective, all the beautiful souls from each and every place all over the globe, all the beautiful races in here, black, white, Latino, Asian, Indian, whoever you are, man. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate your consciousness. I appreciate your attention. We understand in this reality, attention is currency. So thank you so much for paying attention to the things that I say. It means a lot to me. All right, let's tap in. So yes, guys, we are in the Matrix. This is a school for souls. But what happened? Why do we forget? Why did I come into this reality and forget everything that who I was? Because life is about self-mastery. And how the fuck are you gonna master something if you know everything? If you come in already knowing that you was a soul, if you come in already knowing that you can't die, if you come in already knowing that, you know, you are infinite, there's no there's no lesson. There's no growth. You get you come in and you forget everything because you have to seek that. You have to remember into growing. This is why you don't know that you came from a high vibration, right? This is why you don't know where, you know, all the things that you got going on, right? Right? Because it wouldn't be no point in growth. That's not evolution. Evolution, you don't know nothing. They wipe your memory, you come in, and now you got to find this out. Now you got to go against everything that you've ever learned, right? To remember. And now, guess what? You've remembered. You're here. So let's talk about some things, right? Let's talk about 3 types of souls in this matrix right now. Now, guys, we used to come into this reality with the full understanding that we were souls, right? But what happened? Why are we going through the things that we're going through now, right? Why is life seeming, you know, we had to go through all this stuff. Now, guys, I don't know. A lot of y'all in here, right, are experiencing a beautiful life. Your life has changed and it's trending in the right direction. And it's because you have awakened, right? And they can't hold you back. And let's get into that, right? 3 types of soul. You got the sleeping giant. Who is that? This is the individual that has been reincarnating because they can't remember. They couldn't remember who they was, right? and they've been heavily influenced by archons. Who is the archons? Well, you ever heard them say the devil leads people astray? The archons are the things that lead you astray, right? The archons are, these are entities that attack you in the form of programming, religion, fear-based media, uh, drugs, sexual preferences, and things like that. All these things that was created to keep you distracted and lead you astray to feed on your energy. These are low vibrational entities that need you in a low vibration to feed. Your awareness is a shield. Once you become aware, my life is great, right? Once you become aware, she said, my life is great, I can't pay my rent. And you're not gonna be able to pay it because you in here bragging about can't pay it. You just put that on yourself. Hold on, chat, let me turn this off. They not give a fuck about you can't pay your rent. You in here bragging about it. That's why your country ass can't pay it. Cause you keep telling me I can't pay my rent. Stupid ass. All right, so hold on, let me turn my ghetto ass thing off. So anyway, chat. Hold on. So anyway, I would never say you would never hear me saying you would never hear me saying some dumbass shit out my mouth that's like putting down my life. I'm never going to tell myself I can't pay no fucking bills, or I'm never going to tell myself I'm broke. I can't find like who the fuck? Why y'all doing that stupid ass shit? You don't see how fucking dumb that is? You ain't realized that your fucking mouth and speaking stupid shit on your life is killing your stupid ass? You don't know that yet? You ain't learned that yet, dummy? So, anyway, right? Let's keep going. Y'all be stupid as shit. In here just hollering out dumbass shit. Keep screaming that stupid shit and wonder why your life fucked up. So, anyway, hey, chat, if you don't like how I do this, leave, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me who to be. I'm Jay. If you don't like it, SMD. All right. I like what y'all want me to do? What y'all want me to get up here and paint my face white with a suit on or some shit? I be feeling like y'all trying to make me a nigga that y'all seen before. You know what I'm saying? I'm not motherfucking Joel Osteen, nigga. Fuck y'all want me to do? You want me to goddamn go white facing this bitch? I hate when y'all be coming at me like that. All right, so anyway, chat. Y'all want me to turn to TD Jakes in this motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? Fuck y'all want me to do? The fuck y'all want me to do, man? Y'all don't want me to be me. Y'all keep always trying to make me be some other shit. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, chat, I just, let's keep going, right? So the archons, man, they attack you in intrusive thoughts. They attack you through media. They attack you through everything that's meant to lead you astray. You also hear people saying shit like, you also hear people saying shit like, the world was led astray. The devil leads you. That's archons, man. All that shit is archons, man. And your awareness of it is a shield, right? Once you become aware of how things operate, you can't even be attacked by it no more. So let's talk about the three types of soul. The sleeping giant. This first soul is a group of souls that have been reincarnating. You came into this reality and you've been reincarnating because you keep getting caught in loops, right? You keep getting distracted and you forgot who you was and you get caught up in this life, in this rat race. How do you know you're a sleeping giant? For one, you've been you feel like life's a prison, or you feel like you've done this before, right? You probably went to a new city for the first time, like New York, LA, and you know, you probably felt like you've been there before. Like it wasn't attractive. It wasn't exciting, right? It was just oddly familiar. Uh, as a sleeping giant, this reality needs your energy. It's been feeding on the archons have been feeding on you and been keeping you distracted, and you've been in a reincarnation loop. How do you know you're a sleeping giant? Your spiritual awakening, it costs you a lot, right? Your spiritual awakening costs you a lot, chat. Right? Your spiritual awakening costs you everything almost. You know what I'm saying? And chat, y'all, yeah, let me say this, right? A lot of y'all be telling me, Jay, don't insult people, don't talk back, don't do this. But bro, sitting up here every day in front of 300 plus people, 200 plus people, whatever, right? And seeing all this bullshit that people say in the chat, you gotta be able to snap back. You can't just sit up here and think you're gonna be up here and just let motherfuckers keep saying everything to you any type of way. You think you gonna be able to do that, but you can't do that shit. And so I was made for this shit. That's why I got a slick tongue, and that's why I talk the shit that I talk. Because these people come in here trying to embarrass and be sarcastic, but they don't know they dealing with the king of embarrassing motherfuckers. So yeah, I do it like this because trolls deserve to be put in their place. But anyway, as a sleeping giant, bro, you've done this shit a lot, right? As a sleeping giant, you done did this a lot, man. You done been down, these roads. This reality would have gave you everything to keep you sleep, right? Your life was comfortable when you was in the streets, when you was drinking, when you was a drug addict, when you were doing things illegally. Life was cool. People was cool with that. When you was asleep, when you was in the church, paying all them tithes and offerings, doing everything that your family asked you to do, being at everybody's becking call. Life was cool. Everybody loved you. You was accepted. But as soon as you woke up and realized, I have to put me first. As soon as you woke up and realized, I got to choose me. When you start seeing through the illusion, you start realizing everything out here is for me to be limited. That's when life started to change. Right? That's when life started to change. As a sleeping giant, it's hard for you. Why? Because it's really not fair. You want to know why you've been caught in reincarnation loop so long? Because after you reincarnate, you have conditioning and programming still left on your consciousness from that prior lifetime, which kind of puts you in autopilot. It puts the avatar in autopilot reaction modes, meaning church, religion, Islam, whatever, right? These religions, they feel comfortable. They feel like right at home. The family, even though the family putting you through this and you don't get along with your peoples, you still feel like you got to be stuck in family because you've been conditioned for this shit. You get comfortable with the matrix programming. That's why as a sleeping giant, it was hard for you to leave. It was hard for you to leave the religion, to run from the church. As a sleeping giant, it was hard for you to let that relationship go, that marriage, that narcissistic marriage that you was in with that narcissist. As a sleeping giant, it's hard for you to say fuck family, even though they're treating you like shit. This is because you have lifetime and lifetime of human conditioning over your subconscious, over your consciousness. I want to salute to all the sleeping giants because I understand that your spiritual awakening was not easy. For you to be sitting here processing this information, it's not easy. Also, sleeping giant, you need to know that you are powerful beyond belief. You are powerful beyond belief. And now that you're woke, reality's glitching. Shout out to you. Next group, Star Seeds. These are the galactic warriors who are in the spiritual army, the galactic army, part of the Galactic Federation. These are entities, high vibrational entities that have dropped down in density to incarnate as a human being for this specific time to glitch the code of reality. What does that mean? That means you chose to come here. You already knew that this life was going to be hard. You already knew it was going to be some bullshit. But you chose to come here because the sleeping giants have been reincarnating. And your presence alone, because you just came from a high vibration, you just came from a high dimension, high density, your presence here, your incarnation automatically lifts the frequency of the planet. All the star seeds have came back at the same time. Last 50, 60 years. Before that, there was no souls coming to Earth. Everything was just reincarnating, right? Just the souls that were stuck, and they've been reincarnating. Shout out to the sleeping giants. Shout out to the star seeds, man. Yo, star seed, you got to know this. You are not the body. You are the soul. You are a high vibrational entity. Your enemies are not humans. These are the programs, all right? The archons, right? That's who your enemies are. They knew who you was when you came here. How do you know you're a star seed? You've been in spiritual warfare your whole life. You've been in spiritual warfare your whole life. What does that mean? Right? I just told you. Your enemies, they know who you was when you dropped in. You knew you was going to go through this. You knew you was dropping into a hostile environment. Spiritual warfare comes in the form of some of y'all was attacked coming into this world. Some of y'all was attacked coming into this world, meaning before you was even born, the world was trying to take you out. Umbilical cord stuck around your neck, premature, living in one of those little tanks until you got bigger, right? Somebody abusing your mom while you're in the stomach, shit like that. That's spiritual warfare. How else does spiritual warfare look? Growing up in a broken home. Growing up in a home riddled with toxicity, divorce, abuse. Maybe you lost a parent. Maybe a parent died from a crazy freak accident. Maybe somebody went to jail for a long time and you ain't never see them no more. They just now getting out when you become an adult. Your parent. Maybe you lost your grandma or granddaddy. It's spiritual warfare. This is they take your stability at a young age. As a star seed, your first memories are riddled with trauma. What does that mean? When you go back and you think about that first base memory, it started out with a loss. Like one of my first memories is the loss of my grandmother. I come home from school one day, my dad's looking all crazy. I'm like 4 years old. I come home from kindergarten. I'm 5 years old. My dad looking all crazy. I asked him what's going on. He tell me my grandma died. I don't even know what the fuck that mean. I didn't even know she had cancer. But I know what I do know is nobody has ever loved me the way that grandma loved me, that passed away when I was young. I remember her love being something different. I remember loving to want to go around her and be around her. And I lost that at an early age. Then I lost my other grandma, which was the closest thing to that love. So, as a star seed, as a sleeping giant, somebody who's in spiritual warfare, um, your life, it starts out, one of your oldest memories is going to be riddled with trauma, right? A lot of my childhood is riddled with traumatic memories that when I remember, it's not good. Like, I remember going to the zoo, things like that, but most of it is trauma. Most of it is abusive stepdads. Most of it is foster care. Most shit like that, right? This is because these archons attack you, right? That's spiritual warfare we've been going through, right? That spiritual warfare we've been going through. And so you got to understand that, right? And chat, pay attention, man. You see the patterns, right? When the jackasses come in and start saying stupid shit, that's when you need to listen. It's just the Matrix, right? Death to all the trolls. Death to the trolls, goddamn. I hope you bitches crash when you go outside today. All right, so let's keep going, right? Let's keep going, chat. Hey, man, I'm not the nigga. I'm not that one, bro. I'm just being real. I don't give. I'm really like that for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really that type of guy. Like, if you mean me harm, if you don't mean me no good, I want to see you destroyed. I want to see you lose everything. I want all my enemies tormented, gone. I am not that man that loved thy enemies. Fuck no. If you want harm for me, because I understand how life works. See, I can't want bad for you just because. But if you see, a lot of people tell you don't dwell in hate, don't dwell in anger. You got to know when to use that shit. When somebody pushing some shit at you, now it's time you can react with your anger. You can wish the shit that they wishing on you back to them. Right? Somebody wishing bad on you, you better get in the mirror and push that shit back. It's called balance on God. I'ma always return that shit. Come in here talking shit. I hope you go out there and somebody smack your stupid ass going down the road. So fuck your life up, fuck your car up, put you in the bind. You came at me. I ain't bothering nobody. I'm up here speaking. I'm up here minding my business. Y'all putting yourself in my way, talking shit. Yeah. I ain't doing nothing, chat. I'm up here doing my duty for the collective. Niggas in here talking crazy. Yeah, I hope you go out there and get in an accident, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Since you want to just come out and just do shit without a cause, since you want to push negativity for no reason, I hope your ass get what you pushing. That's all. I'm just sending back what you putting out. So that's what life is, bro. It's a loop. Y'all gonna learn to stop just doing stupid shit. That shit really work. Right? Somebody said, I'm Agent Smith. I'm not showing exit. You want to exit? You want to exit, bro? Go to the gun store. Go buy you a joint and go home and use it on yourself. That'll take you out the Matrix, nigga. All right. So let's keep going, though. Right? Let's keep doing. That's what you want me to tell you? A nigga want me to tell him that. Smack yourself. So, as a starseed, you gotta understand, bro. It's a lot of it's been spiritual warfare for you. What else does spiritual warfare look like for the starseed, chat? Right? What else does spiritual warfare look like for the starseed? Toxic relationships. You've dated the same spirit in a lot of different people. A lot of your girlfriends did you the same type of way. A lot of your boyfriends did you the same type of way. Right? There's been you've been dealing with the same spirit. Yeah, I'm dealing with spiritual warfare right now. That's why I'm fighting back, right? But it's the same spirit. You see what I'm saying? It's the same spirit. You dig what I'm saying? What else does spiritual warfare look like? Being purposely led down paths that was meant to destroy you. Gang banging, streets, sex, drugs. All right, a lot of y'all had people come into your life that led you down paths that you would have never went upon if it wasn't for meeting certain people or living in certain neighborhoods. And these paths, they were meant to destroy you. But they didn't. They was meant to destroy you, but they didn't. Shout out to the Star Seeds. If the Star Seeds don't choose to come back, this spiritual awakening is not possible. Just your presence, your incarnation here, shifted the frequency of the whole planet. Now we see the code. We see the glitches in time and traffic. We can sit on the highway and tell this shit's some bullshit. Right? Thank you, Starry. I appreciate that. Shout out to everybody showing the love, man. I send that love back to y'all, man. I love y'all. May your days be blessed. May you have a brilliant day today. And I push everything goes your way today. Everything goes in the way that you want it to. Anything that you need to happen, it comes through for you because you have all the control. Chat, let's talk about it. What happens when you realize that you are in a simulation, that you are the soul, right? Let's talk about that.
Oh, yes. This is a powerful moment for anybody in the chat because once you really get that you are the soul driving the body, everything in the game changes. Let me break it down for you all step by step so you can really see it. Number 1, you stop over-identifying with the body. When you think you are the body, you're stuck in fear. Fear of death, fear of aging, fear of lack, fear of harm. When you wake up and realize, yo, I'm the driver, not the car, all that fear starts fading. You understand the body is just your avatar. You can get a new one next lifetime if you need to. Your essence, the real you, doesn't die. 2, you start playing the game. Most people think life is happening to them, but when you realize you are the driver, you start seeing life as a simulation you can steer. You stop waiting for permission. You stop blaming luck. You take control of the wheel and start steering toward the life you want. #3, you tap into your power. Being the soul means you have access to manifestation energy, collapsing timelines with intention, intuition, direct GPS guidance from source, creative authority, speaking reality into existence. This is when reality starts to bend for you because now you're not just a character, you're the consciousness behind the whole scene. 4, you become magnetic. When you're the soul, your energy field strengthens. People, opportunities, synchronicities start flowing to you faster. Why? Because the matrix responds to the strongest signal, and a conscious soul is the strongest signal in the game. 5, you see through the matrix. You notice who's an NPC and why they act that way. What's just programming, beliefs, traditions, fears? Which situations are lessons versus distractions? This saves you time, energy, and heartbreak because you can choose what deserves your energy and what doesn't. 6, you feel more peace when you truly get that you are the soul. Even chaos can't shake you the same way. You can be in a storm and still think, open quote, oh, this is just part of the level. Let me pass the test. Close quote. It doesn't mean life stops throwing challenges. It means you stop letting them control your emotional state. Key point for the chat. When you remember you are the soul, you reclaim choice.
Chat, choice is everything, man. And this is why they want to disconnect you from your soul. The Christ told you the kingdom was within. Why do we pray to things outside of ourselves? If you say that you're a Christian and the Christ told you the kingdom was within, why are you praying to a God that's outside of you? right? Chat, when I used to think that I was a human, when I thought I was this human body, and when I didn't have the realization that I was consciousness first, all I used to do was think about death. All I used to do was think about death, chat. It's be like, man, one day I gotta die. Fuck. But when I realized that I was the consciousness, when I realized that I wasn't the body, I haven't thought about death because I understand that death is an illusion. And I'm someone that has had plenty of near-death experiences, more than one, more than two. And so I stopped over-identifying with the body. I started to realize that I put the clothes on the body. I give the body the swag, the aura, the way that I connect with people, the way that I solve problems, my choice, my navigation, my morals, all of that is eternal. All of that, it never dies. Chosen one, you can't die because you are not this body. You are just in control of it. When I realized that I was a soul and not the body, I started to take care of my body. I started to take care of my body. I started to put the right things into my body. You know, this body is your vessel. This is how you maneuver through this physical reality. You don't go out here and take your Benz and pull it up to the kerosene pump and start putting kerosene in it and think it's gonna work. Why are you putting the wrong things in your body? Why are you just putting anything in you? When you realize that you are not the body, but you are in charge of governing the body, you start to take care of it. When you tap into your consciousness, this is when the matrix opens up and you can see the code. This is when you gain permissions that you don't have in everyday life, thinking that you're a human being. See, this reality was created for human consciousness, for consciousness. And when you tap into that understanding, reality starts to operate differently. Let's look at this. This is called the observer effect. What is this? This is one of the main principles in quantum physics. This is a staple of quantum physics. Now, this is not a conspiracy. This has been proven with experiments. And one famous experiment called the double slit experiment was first done in like 1951. And let's see what it states. Your attention is the real currency of this reality. And let's talk about it. The observer effect. This is you. Right? This is you. The magic of your attention. Right? Before observation, waves are spread out over space and time. At the top, what does that mean? Right? What does that mean? Before observation, waves are spread out over space and time. That means before you observe something, it is in a state of potential. Now let's talk about this, right? How do you observe in the matrix? You can see, you can smell, you can taste, you can hear, right? You can feel. This is how, right? Right? This is how you observe in the matrix. Excuse me, chat, my bad. You can taste, touch, feel, hear, and see. Before you observe waves, what is a wave? We're not talking about water. Right? We're not talking about water. Right? We talking about particles, neutrons, electrons, sophrons, photons. right? We talking about all the things that you see. All the things, the particles that make up all matter and mass in the simulation. Atoms, molecules. Before you observe, waves spread out over space and time. Yo, shit only pop into reality because you look for it. If you never see it, it doesn't exist. Literally, you ever rode in a car and you see how the GPS, like things pop up on the GPS as you go? That's literally how life works. Right? Pay attention, chat. You see how every time I give y'all some sauce, one of these clowns come in talking shit, try to insult me, they get mad that I'm giving y'all this information. Right? They get mad that everybody's starting to quit these jobs. Cause y'all realizing you don't gotta fucking work out here to get no money. Y'all starting to realize that money's only energy. All you gotta do is put your intention in action. You know what I'm saying? They get mad about, they don't like that shit, Chosen. Because y'all see me as somebody that's waking people up. What I'm doing, I'm shutting down the whole motherfucking society structure. I'm killing the workplace. I'm helping the unemployment rate go up. And they don't like that type of shit. Your mind changes reality. At the time of observation, particle localized space-time event. At the time when you observe something, it falls into place. Life is about creation. You literally create everywhere you go. I'm gonna tell you this, right? Here goes a breakthrough moment for everybody in the chat. Create. Just get on the internet and create some shit. At your house, with your kids, whatever. Just create. You want to get rich? Get on the internet and create. You don't gotta talk about shit. You don't gotta know shit. Just make some shit. This is why the creators in life, they last forever. People who invent things, it lasts forever. Songs last forever. Movies last forever. This shit I'm putting on YouTube, it's gonna last forever. Just create, bro. Even at work, create. If you somebody that's stuck in a 9-to-5 right now, right? Because how the physical works, things take time. At the job, on the phone, on the internet, create. This is your ticket out, the internet, bro. And guys, there's no such thing as scarcity. There's literally enough money for all 300 people in this chat, all 50 people over here, right? There's literally enough money for all of us to be billionaires. There's literally enough money for all of us can get $1 billion out the internet, and the world wouldn't change. We'd still be sitting here doing our same shit. Create, bro. Yeah, they print the money. They print the money. Everything that has value, we give it value. It really don't have value, bro. There's really no fucking value out here. It's just what people give value. Right? Just tap in. So this is proof that when you realize that you are the soul, you tap into your power. So your mind changes reality, chosen one. The shit that you're seeing on a daily basis, you're seeing it because your mind changes reality. Now, let's keep going. 111's in the chat if you realize that you are the soul and not the body. Drop a 111 in the chat to everybody that came to that realization already. And guys, my TikTok people, if you are not subscribed to my YouTube and you want to watch these lives later, go subscribe to the YouTube. Everything that we talk about is on YouTube, right? There's all types of stuff. And tonight, chat, we are doing a special NPC live, where we're breaking down the psychology and mental of the non-playable character, the NPC, the autopilot human being. You don't want to miss this because a lot of y'all are living around NPCs, and you'll be able to catch me on TikTok or YouTube at 8 p.m., whichever is best for you. All right. 111's in the chat to everybody that realize you're in a simulation. You're the soul, not the body, and you have control over reality. Now, let's talk about this. Guys, life is all about the experience, right? Every day that you wake up, you're experiencing life. You're experiencing what it is to be you. You're experiencing what it is to be a mom, a dad, whatever you do for your job. You're experiencing it. When you get in your car and you drive, you're experiencing driving. This is because, why is life an experience engine? Because it's consciousness. We learn from experience. This is how we learn, pattern recognition. This is why when you get in kindergarten, the first thing they teach you is patterns. Because patterns is everything in this reality. If you know pattern recognition, you can win. Right? And let's talk about this. Let's really tap into this. We often hear we are in a simulation. But what does that mean? What does that mean? We're in a simulation. What is the simulation? Right? Let's get into that. Brittany, break down what is the simulation. So, if life is an experience engine, then the one that knows how to create the experience will be victorious in life. And in order for you to be able to create experience, you have to know three things. You have to know what time is, you have to know what gravity is, and you have to know what data, how does life collect your data? Because everything that you do, every thought, every action, your frequency, it's all data being collected. And from that data, things that are happening in your life is being reinforced, right? If you're somebody that's walking around in a low-ass frequency all day, the people that you meet are going to be low-vibrational motherfuckers. Soon as you turn up your frequency, now you're going to meet high-vibrational females, high-vibrational men. You want to know why you keep meeting bullshit-ass people to be with? You got to check yourself. You are what you attract. Soon as you lift your frequency up, you're going to go out here and meet the man of your dreams, the woman of your dreams. And it's going to fuck you up because you're going to be like, damn, is this real? Right? Let's tap into it. What is a simulation? What does it mean?
Here you go, clean, sharp, and live ready. Exactly how to explain it so the whole chat instantly gets it. What is a simulation? Simple, deep, and to the point. A simulation is, open quote, a controlled environment that runs on rules, patterns, and coded behavior so that an experience can be created, repeated, and learned from. Close quote. Let me break it down even clearer. Saw 1. A simulation is a constructed reality. It's not random. It's built on rules, laws, patterns, and feedback loops. Everything inside it, time, gravity, cause, and effect, behaves consistently because it's running on code, not chaos. A simulation is designed to mirror your input. Whatever you do inside a simulation, the system reads it, processes it, and responds to it. You take an action, the simulation gives you a reaction. You think a thought, the simulation reflects it back through experiences. You repeat a loop, the simulation enforces that loop. It's a giant feedback system. 3, a simulation is an experience engine. Its purpose is to create experiences. You learn by going through patterns. You evolve by breaking loops and creating new ones. Everything you go through is the simulation feeding you lessons, upgrades, and mirrors. 4, a simulation runs on rules. These include gravity, time, cause and effect, energy and frequency, polarity, ups and downs, cycles, day, night, seasons, aging. These rules keep the environment stable so consciousness can navigate it. A simulation equals a world that looks real but operates on code. Just like a video game looks real but is generated by algorithms, this reality feels real but is generated by perception, consciousness, frequency, repetition, intent, collective agreement. Live ready one-liner for you to say. Open quote. A simulation is a coded environment built to mirror your input, give you feedback, and let consciousness experience itself through patterns, loops, and laws. Close quote. If you want, I can now break down the 7 laws every simulation must follow so the chat can see exactly how this reality...
Yeah, we about to knock it out. All right, let's go over this. What is a simulation? A controlled environment that runs on rules, patterns, and coded behavior so that experience can be created, repeated, and learned from. Controlled environment, we just went over the observer effect. You control the environment. What are the rules? Gravity, time, cause and effect, energy and frequency, polarity, and cycles. Patterns. All right, you see the patterns in every day. You know, if you're somebody that go to work every day, you see the same traffic patterns, right? You got the same. Guys, have you noticed your traffic pattern? Right? Have you noticed your traffic pattern? Right? It's the same. Have you noticed all of the things, right? Right? You've seen it. You see the patterns in everyday time. Coded behavior. In this matrix chat, environment codes the behavior. For example, if you want to see this in real time, do this for me. Get in your car, drive to the nearest hood Walmart. Sit in that parking lot and observe the surroundings. You're going to see, it don't even matter about the race, whether they black, white, Hispanic, Asian, Indian, whatever. People are going to be driving the same types of cars, wearing the same types of clothes, talking and walking and doing the same shit. You go to the suburbs and you sit in the parking lot, you're gonna see the same shit, regardless of this white, black, whatever. Right? People are gonna be driving the same shit, talking the same, walking, wearing the same clothes. This is because literally environment codes behavior, chat. Let me shut this clown ass nigga up calling me the fucking FBI. Like, you're not even making sense, nigga. Like the FBI wouldn't even give you information, boy. It's too early for this type of shit, man. Grown ass men, man, in my chat hating on another nigga behind a fucking screen. I swear to God, I wish I could just see you niggas, bro, in real time. Like, anyway. Controlled environment that runs on rules, patterns, and coded behavior so that an experience can be created, repeated, and learned from, right? Experience can be created, repeated, and learned from. In life, right? In life, experience, everything is about experience. This is why sometimes you might go through the same relationship 3 or 4 times. Right? You might go through the same relationships 3 or 4 times. And this is because, hold on. And this is because, literally, right? Let me just turn these comments off. That's how we're going to do it. Fuck the comments. And this is because, literally, see, I can't even have the comments on, man. These niggas hating so goddamn much. I got to turn the comments off. Now, they just fucking it up for everybody. I'm tired of seeing that hating ass shit early in the morning. You know what I'm saying? I got people to love on today. I can't be in a bad mood because these goddamn bots. You know what I'm saying? So, No, I'm just grateful that I can do what I do, man, because I ain't one of them niggas up here capping. I'm really getting money off this internet shit. So, chat, an experience that can be created, repeated, and learned from. A lot of times in life, we go through these situations, right? A lot of time in life, we go through situations. You might get in a relationship and keep dealing with the same girl and different people, same guy, because you got to learn from it. But life creates experiences, right? How do we, life creating experiences, how do we, the one that knows how to create the experience is the winner. How do we create an experience of ourselves? All right, let's talk about it. Let's go over the natural laws of simulations. Shout out to everybody showing love, man. I appreciate the love, yo. You know, I appreciate the love, man. All the real women and real guys in the chat. Right? Let's talk about it. Rules of simulations. And guys, don't get it twisted. Like, I'm not mad, right? I don't never get mad over, like, I'm not mad because, like, I know that I live a lifestyle that niggas are killed for. You know what I'm saying? I ain't stressed out about shit. I do whatever the fuck I want every day. Why would I be mad? I just don't like the fact that, you know what I'm saying? I just don't like the fact that niggas be up early in the morning on this weird shit. Like, and niggas is grown. It ain't kids, it's grown ass men. That's what I don't like. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's go. Like, grown ass motherfucking men, gang. No, you ain't got no bitches in real time. You in the chat eating a nigga up for breakfast. No, you ain't got no pussy laying beside you. You can't. All right, let's go.
Got you, Jay. This is a deep one and perfect for the master key vibe. When you treat reality as a simulation, you can start to see the source code rules behind it. Every simulation, whether digital or metaphysical, operates by certain universal laws. Here's how you can break it down for the chat. The natural laws of a simulation. Rule of input-output, cause and effect. A simulation is reactive. It takes your input, choices, actions, vibrations, and gives you an output, experience, results. Nothing happens randomly. It's all response to the data you feed it. This is why intention plus focus shapes outcomes. You're literally giving new code to the system. Rule of loops and patterns. All simulations are built on loops. Loops equals efficiency. Repetition is reinforcement. The more you run a behavior, thought, or frequency, the deeper the loop imprints. This is why habits and rituals are powerful. You're programming the simulation. Rule of frequency and vibration. In a digital sim, it's pixels and code. Here it's energy and frequency. The engine of this sim is vibration. What you hold consistently, emotionally, or mentally gets rendered around you. You don't attract things randomly. You tune to their channel. Rule of perspective. In any simulation, the camera matters. Where you place your awareness literally decides what renders. Look for problems, you render problems. Look for solutions, you render solutions. Shifting perception, shifting the environment you experience.
I got these niggas so mad. You motherfuckers mad at me, boy. And the worst thing about it, I'm a nigga. I'm an ignorant ass nigga. Oh, I'm not Billy Carson, bitch. You ain't gonna never see me in a suit. Hell nah, bitch. You ain't gonna never see me in a suit. I'm not Neil deGrasse, motherfucker. I am a hard R. From the trenches, bitch. Hard R. The hardest R you gonna ever meet. Write it in the chat. Hard R, motherfucker. All right, so, excuse me, chat. It is what it is. Natural law of simulation. Rule of input, output. I'm the hard as R. The hard as R. You better put that. You better put that hard R when you call me a nigga. My YouTube is J Originator. Ooh, ooh, ah, ah. Ooh, ooh, ah, ah. Woo. All right. I ain't gonna cap, yo. I see why y'all niggas troll me, gang. For real. I see why these niggas troll me. Dead ass. All right. Rule of input, output. Chat, let's tap in with this. Let's tap in with this rule of input, output. This is gonna really tap you in. Now, it's good to have fun, but pay attention, right? See, they don't like you when you don't give a fuck about your image. When you don't give a fuck about your image and you find success, they don't like you. They can't control you. They want you to be up here worrying about this people group or that people group accepting you. Man, I don't give a fuck. Because this ain't about black and white. It's about real people and everybody else. It's about consciousness. And consciousness understands it ain't no color on consciousness. I could be white and still act like this. I can be motherfucking Asian and still act like this. It's about consciousness, right? When you get into all the, you gotta act like this, or you're acting black, or you're acting white, that's programming. That's programming. So at the end of the day, I don't want nobody who is a fucking bot program following me. So yeah, get the fuck out of here. Nigga, if it make you mad because I act like I act, leave and never come back. Or become a troll. It doesn't matter. When you become a troll, you still supporting me, nigga. You still in here. So become a troll. You still here. All right, let's keep going. But shout out to the collective. This is a message for all beings, all walks of life. For the white man, for the brown man, for the yellow man. This is a message for all of them. All right, not just one group. So let's keep it like let's keep going. And fuck the critics. A simulation is reactive. It takes your input and gives you an output. Guys, life is literally input output. What is that? What is the input? Choices, action, and your vibration. What is the output? The experience or the result. There's nothing that is happening randomly. It is all response to the data that you feed it. Your intention and focus literally shapes outcomes. Guys, life is literally input output. If you go to McDonald's and eat a burger every day for 5 months, guess what? You're going to be a fat ass. You're going to eventually get fat. You putting out fat ass input, you're going to get fat ass output. Fat ass data, get your fat ass results. Same thing if you want to be healthy. If you eat healthy and you work out every day, you're going to get healthy results. Life is input output, chat. Right? Literally. This shit literally GTA. Right? Literally. You go to the gym every day and work out for 6 months, guess what? You're going to have muscles. That's how life works. Input, output. But how is the data collected? Right? How is the data collected, chat? How is the data collected in life? Time. You ever heard Somebody tell you, yo, there's an angel collecting all of your deeds, your thoughts, your good deeds. If you think it, you already done it, all this type of shit, right? Right? This is literally time. Time is an algorithm. How do we know that time is an algorithm? Because in life, what happens? If you eat every day at 10 a.m., when 10 a.m. comes the next day, your stomach gonna be rumbling. It's gonna be saying time to eat. If you go to bed every day at 9 o'clock, 9 o'clock comes, guess what? You're tired. Every day, no matter where you are, right? No matter if you're in the United States, the UK, Australia, Africa, Asia, Japan, no matter where the fuck you at, 5 p.m., rush hour traffic. It's just the algorithm of how this shit go. So time is the algorithm. Time is always collecting your data. What is your data? Choices, action, vibration. Right? Now, how do things get reinforced? Right? How do things get reinforced in your life, man? You got to understand the rule of loops and patterns, chat. Let's go over it. All simulations are built on loops. Loop equals efficiency. Listen to this, man. This is literally going to give you the sauce, right? All simulations are built on loops. A loop equals efficiency. Repetition equals reinforcement. The more you run a behavior, thought, or frequency, the deeper the loop imprints. This is why habits and rituals are powerful. It's how you program the simulation. Bro, you don't realize by now that life is a loop? You ain't came to that realization by now that life is literally a loop? What does that mean? It literally means every day you get up and do the same shit. Same 24 hours in every day, right? Same 7 days of the week. Same holidays every year, right? We already coming up on another holiday, Valentine's Day. Same shit every year. Salute. But why? Why? It's something called gravity, chat. Gravity is not just what keeps you stuck to the earth. Gravity is literally the force that keeps you, that is the reason why what goes up comes down, what goes around comes around. This is the feedback loop of the matrix. Time is the algorithm, gravity is the feedback loop. What you do with your time is reinforced in your life through gravity. What you do with your time is reinforced in your life through gravity. For example, things ain't randomly happen. That job that person didn't randomly call out when your day was off. All the data that you feeding in life is, yo, if you working 100 hours a day, 100 hours a week. You finally get a day off, the job call you, yo, we need you in here, man. Somebody called out. Can you come? Fuck it. Yeah, I'm coming. Right? Why does that always happen? Because all you do is work. So when you're not working, life is like, oh, this nigga ain't working? Oh, shit. We got to make him work. That's what he love to do. That's all he do. Reinforce some shit so he can go into the job. All of a sudden, you get the call right when you about to go do something. Bling. Hey, man, we need you, man. We need you, man. Somebody called in, man. You coming in? Life reinforces the data that you feed it. It's all data, man. If you a nigga out here gang banging every day, you want to know why you got to keep doing gang banging shit? Because that's all you fucking do. That's all you do is gang bang. So every day is going to be a situation to reinforce your ass out here gang banging. That's why you got to be very careful with the life that you choose, with your lifestyle that you choose, right? Because the data that you feed life gets reinforced back into your life through situations and shit like that. Do it make sense? So let's talk about how to actively create an experience. You know, let's talk about how to actively create experience. First thing you got to understand is that life happens in frames. All right? Life ain't happening like you think, where it's constant motion. Evidence of this is your thoughts. When you think back on your childhood, you don't just think of life in constant motion. Right? Thank you for the gifts, my love. For sure. You don't just think of life in constant motion, chat. When you think back on your childhood, you see life in frames. Yo, you remember that time on your 18th birthday when we did this? Or you remember when you was 6 years old and granddad took you to World of Country? Your memories, you see your memories and thoughts as frames. You want to know why? Every day is a new day. Why you go to sleep and wake up, it's a new day. Because life is happening in frames. It is not a constant motion. This is why you go to sleep and wake up in a new day. It's different frames of life. Every time you step through the door, you are shifting into a frame. When you go outside into the world, if you're conscious enough, you can feel it. When you walk through the door, you can feel it. For sure, absolutely, Devon. I appreciate it. Life is happening in frames, right? Time, this is why they tell you time don't exist. It's not that time don't exist. Time is not just linear like you think. Time is happening in frames. Your childhood, you got childhood, teenage life, young adulthood, and adulthood. It's all frames, different eras. Even the eras, the 80s, that's a frame. Niggas was wearing the 70s, niggas wearing afros, dancing. All of this shit happening in frames, bro. So with this understanding, this is when you start to navigate life, not as a human being, but as consciousness. See, the thing is, right? As a consciousness, you are in charge of this human avatar. Right? As a consciousness, you are managing this human life and you are experiencing. This is why you have to observe. This is why sometimes the mind can want to do something, but the body like, fuck no. The body like, I'm sad, bitch. And in your mind, you're like, man, why am I even sad? Why I'm feeling like this? You have to observe your feelings because a lot of shit that you're going through, you're separate. The consciousness is separate from the body. Understand that. Let's talk about it. How do you create experience as the consciousness? Now, as a human being, you are reacting to life. When you start operating and navigating as consciousness with the understanding that time happens in frames, now you begin to program your reality so you can start to see the results that you want in life. Because as a human being, you're just hoping for the best and preparing for the worst. You're just hoping that whatever hits you, you can survive it. You just out waiting. Well, if this happened, hope I can survive. It don't work like that. You want to know why boxers train so much? Why you got to train? Because when you get into these experiences, they are simulated. You're experiencing. When that boxer goes into that fight, that motherfucker is on automatic. It's all about reflexes and now how much you done train. This is why the ones that train the hardest and train the most, they win the fight. Because we get into these frames of life where we are just experiencing. This is how life works. You have to prepare and then go through the experience. This is why you got to train yourself. You got to use your hands and train. Because when you get into that situation, you won't be thinking. Think about it. How many times you got in a fight and you won't thinking about shit? Basketball players, why they shoot 1,000 jump shots till this shit becomes natural. Because in the game, niggas ain't thinking, they just playing. And the more you train, the more you can see things. And your frames, it works like that. This is why you practice. This is why training exists. Let's talk about it. How do you create experience? Boom. Choice. What is choice in the Matrix? Choice opens up timelines. Intention points you in a direction. Choice creates timeline. Intention points you in a direction. Action and frequency locks it into the physical. Let's go over this. I'm going to give y'all an example. Let's say I want to go on a date with this chick. I meet this chick at the store and she give me a number. I text her and say, yo, baby, let me take you out on the town. She hit me back. Okay, let's do it. Boom. That choice creates a whole experience, right? Now I got hella timelines being created. I got a timeline created where she ghosts me. I got a timeline created where I cancel on her. There's a timeline created where we're having good, where we meet up, we like each other. There's a timeline created where we don't like each other. Choice creates experience. When you make a choice to do something, you just created an experience, created a timeline. Right? Now, from that, your intention points you in a direction. Pay attention, chat. Pay attention to what I'm saying. Right? Your intention, it shows you where to go. It points the direction. What is your intentions on going on this date, Jay? To be honest, I ain't looking for a wife. I'm just trying to Netflix and chill with her. I'm on bullshit. Right? Boom. That's the direction I'm going. What happens is start probability. Life works on probabilities. My choice creates the timeline, my intention pointing in the direction. Now the probabilities are rolling. After intention, now it's about the numbers. Now, how do you make the numbers go the way that you want so you get that probability of getting to the crib? He said, Tubi and chill. I like that. Tubi and chill. Oh, God. Free shit. Tubi and chill. My nigga said Tubi. All right. So the probabilities start going, chat. Right? Probabilities start going. The numbers are going now. Now, how do I bend probability? Life operates in probability. How do I bend the probabilities? Action. My intention is to get her to the crib, so how can I do that? I got to impress her. All right, boom. I'm looking at the house. You know what? When we walk in, I want it to be immaculate. So I'm going to go ahead and clean up. I clean up everything. Right? I clean up everything. 2, What am I going to wear? I go to the closet. I look in there. You know what? I want to really impress her. Let's go to the mall. I go buy something from the mall. Right? I go get a haircut. Get my line up. I'm looking good. Clean the car. I do all these actions. Every time I make an action, right? I cleaned up. What happened? I shifted timelines. All the timelines that existed where my house wasn't clean is gone. Cleaning is high frequency. So something like cleaning up literally shifts you into a higher frequency timeline, right? I went to the mall and got dressed. Went to the mall, got dressed, whatever. All the timelines that existed that I didn't have a brand new outfit, the shit just went out the window. I automatically go to a different type of timeline. See, this is what your actions do. This is how you navigate this consciousness, by understanding how the simulation operates. I went to the barbershop. All the timelines where I went to the date scraggly. It's out the window. Right? I'm in a timeline with my shit together. I'm bending probability. You see what I'm doing? My actions are matching my intention. I clean the car's in immaculate shape. Right? Boom. I go back home. It's the day of the date. I got an hour until I go get her. I done took a shower, house clean, clothes on. All my actions have aligned with the intention. I look in the mirror. My frequency is next. How am I feeling? No intrusive thoughts ain't popped in my head. I'm only getting good thoughts. Yeah, she going. I'm me. I'm looking like this. I'm smelling good. Oh, man. She coming back to this crib tonight. I know it. I call her. She send me the address. I go pull up to her. I pick her up. I blow the horn. I'm on some old school shit. She look out the window. She come out. She looking fine as hell. I get out the car because I'm a gentleman. Open the door. I see her peeping the whip. I see her peeping the drip. She's impressed. She's impressed. We get to the date. I'm just rolling. We get to the date. I'm experiencing, right? We having a good time. We talking, whatever. You know, she's highly impressed by the actions that I've done. My car was immaculate. My outfit is nice. I'm smelling good. I'm looking good. End of the day, she like, yo, what you about to do? I'm like, shit, I'm chilling. She like, you trying to chill? Oh, yeah, hell yeah, we can go to my spot. Right? Boom. The simulation talking. I get in the car, Gunna playing. She getting fucked tonight. She getting fucked tonight. Oh, we having fun. Swerving through the traffic. Right? Simulation already confirmed it. My intent, my choice created the experience. My intention directed it. My actions and frequency locked it in. Shout out to everybody in here. Yo, chat, I'm going to say this, right? It's people, it seems like the numbers going down, but I promise you, like, they got my shit so heavily saturated. It say 200 people, but it's probably only 100 of y'all really in here. It's probably 100 motherfucking agents, CIA, and all types of motherfuckers just trying to control some shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, yeah, I'm on the first date type of nigga. So fuck these numbers, right? They be trying to control all my shit. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. I done made it now. Somebody said my vibe has changed. You know why my vibe changed? Because, man, all these niggas do is hate. That's all they do is hate me. Like, you got niggas in here saying dumbass shit like, you paranoid. Paranoid for what, gang? I ain't gotta go out here and go to no goddamn job, nigga. This is my job. Fuck, I'm paranoid for it. I'm at home. In my shit, comfortable. In some sweatpants and slippers and shit. Nigga, the fuck is you talking about? Fuck am I paranoid for it? I stopped because I'm done. So, at the end of the day, chat, that's how you create experience, bro. Right? You know, everybody want to come in here and push this on me and push that on me, man. I see y'all in real life. I hope a troll approach me in real time, man. I swear to God, please come to me talking about some internet shit I said. So, chat. That's how you create experience, bro. 111's in the chat if you understand how to create experience. We getting back on, man, because I'm the type of nigga like this. Once they start trying to like control me and push my numbers, now I just gotta drop a lot of shit. I just gotta keep getting up this bitch. So I'm gonna be back up here again later at nighttime. I'm doing 2-3 a days now. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Cause these niggas, they trying to stop a nigga, so now I gotta keep showing up. That's how I go. When you see the resistance, you gotta just keep showing up in life. That's how I know I'm about to win. When they start doing all this, I'm about to really take off on some other shit. This is my year. And I don't know why they ain't seen that yet. They banned me 5 times. They took 5 of my pages already. We still here. Finished out the year with 1 million likes. Right? Finished out the year, 70K followers after I already hit 100K twice and they deleted me. Finished out the year, monetized on YouTube, pulling that bag off YouTube. No Kizzy. No Kizzy, right? So I need them to realize the more that y'all apply pressure and try to fuck me over, the more that the floodgates get open for me. All right, so chat, right? Yeah. Hey, Jane, first off, I don't even fucking know you, bitch. Shut the fuck up. Please. If you don't got a profile picture, stop fucking telling me what the fuck. Stop telling me any motherfucking thing. If you in this bitch with no profile picture, shut the fuck up. Don't comment to me. Please. Please, just shut the fuck up. All right, so, chat. Real shit, man. Yo, let's talk about the books, man. I'm about to get out of here. Hey, that cartoon pic count. Motherfuckers be in here talking and shit like, I don't even know who the fuck I'm talking to. Talking to a goddamn ghost, man. I don't know who the fuck you is, man. Talking to me like I know who the fuck. And just saying shit, too. Saying deep shit. Man, shut your ass the fuck up. Put a face on your motherfucking profile, man. Saying all types of shit to a nigga. Who the fuck is that? All right, chat. Yo, if you ain't got my book, man, go get my book, man. I literally put the secrets, the codes in the book, man. This shit, I broke the internet with this. They tried to kill me about this shit. They tried to hit me with a motherfucking nerve agent because I'm just giving y'all too much sauce. The shit almost killed me, 2 years ago? Well, November of 24. The bitches tried to smack me, right? But it's all good. I'm still doing it. Go get this book, bro. Decoding the Matrix. This shit gonna turn your life up, bro. Literally. It has all the money codes, all the codes, period. Life is coded, bro. And I put all this information in this book. Thank you so much, Tyson. I appreciate it. Let me prove to y'all that this works. Right? This book only $50, but first, before we even go deep with that, let's prove that it works. Anybody that's in pain right now, if you're dealing with some type of pain, whatever type of pain, drop a 1 in the chat. We're going to get rid of your pain using this pain code. And we're going to show you that this thing is the real deal. Drop a 1 in the chat. If you got pain, let's get rid of the pain code. Let's get rid of the pain. Now, what I want you to do, I want you to close your eyes and focus on the pain. Right? Close your eyes, focus on the pain. Yeah, I was in like Hollywood and shit. And them bitches they hit me with a nerve agent and tried to kill me and shit. That shit had that, and then all the hospitals in the valley, all the hospitals in LA, they wouldn't give me the antidote. All I needed was Antropon, and them bitches was in there laughing and shit. They wouldn't give it to me. Talking about I don't got symptoms. And I'm like, bitch, I'm showing you I'm telling you my symptoms. You know what I'm saying? All right, so if you're in pain, what I want you to do, close your eyes, focus on the pain. I'm gonna count to 3. I'm gonna say 1, 2, 3. We're gonna go universe, give us more power to manifest using these codes. After I say that, we're gonna say pain code, and then we're gonna keep saying these numbers until the pain leave your body. 23, 31, 443. All right, 23, 31, 443. We're gonna keep saying that until the pain leaves your body. Let's do a chat on my 3 count. 1, 2, 3. Universe, give us more power to manifest using this code, pain code. 23, 31, 443. 23, 31, 443. 23, 31, 443. 23, 31, 443. 23, 31, 443. 23, 31, 443. 23, 31, 443. So if you're in pain, you should be saying this number right now. Thank you so much for that. You should be saying this number right there to take your pain out the way. 23, 31, 443. Chat, if this is taking your pain away, go ahead and put no pain in the chat. If this is taking your pain away, go ahead and write no pain in the chat. If you're in pain, keep saying that number while you focus on it. 23, 31, 443. Dan T said no pain. Tara Star said no pain. Ife, no pain. Minnie, no pain. What's up, Minnie? Spice said Jay. John McKinney, no pain. What's up, John? Thank you. Somebody said that's crazy. John Doe, no pain. Mara C, no pain. Nikki, listen, guys, I'm just be real with you, man. What's up, Tim? How you doing, brother? See a lot of y'all writing no pain in the chat. Hey, chat, listen, and I want to say this, right? I apologize if I offended anyone who was not trying to be negative or sarcastic with me. I apologize. There's a lot of people that come in here trying to be sarcastic and stupid. And so I just gotta remind them how much of a dumbass they is. But anybody who I didn't mean to offend anybody with my words or my actions. I love real people. And real people come in all shapes, sizes, and colors. It doesn't matter to me what color you are, where you're from, what's your background, as long as you're a consciousness and you're real. And that's just what I'm coming for, guys. I just want the real folks, not the programmed individuals. So anyone that I may have offended by anything that I did in this live, I apologize. That was not my intent. My intent is only to protect my energy, and to not let people think that they could walk all over me. All right, because in this life, sometimes you got to bite back. It's not all about turning the other cheek. All right, I love you all of you that who support me, all of you who listen to my videos. I love you all, and I wish the best for you, and life will be best. All right, so I just want to say that anyone who felt that I did anything offensive, I apologize. That was not my intent. Guys, this book, man, you just took the pain out your body. This book is the truth. All right. Man, listen. I went from this to this with this information. YouTube, y'all can't see. I don't got this picture. This book is the truth, bro. I put all this information in there. I literally went from a 5-time felon to a major content creator. I'm way bigger than what my numbers say. There's been a campaign put against me. They've been trying to delete me off the internet all last year. They was trying to delete me off the internet, but they've given up. They're just heavily saturating my shit. But it's all good. This book is gonna change your life, bro. But it does require a $50 energy exchange to unlock this. All right. We are in a simulation. There's nothing free. It does require some energy to access this information on your phone whenever you want. This book has hundreds and hundreds of codes, money codes, health codes, love codes, house, discipline, consistency. Anything that you may be struggling with, it's in this book. Depression, all types of things, right? All types of things. You want to get this, man. It's literally a glitch in the matrix. Now, I'm going to tell y'all how to get it. You got to get it on this live. Now, when you purchase this book, not only are you going to receive that book, you're going to receive my other 3 books as well. You're going to receive that book right there, Accessing the Akashic Records. This book tells you my technique on how I tap into the Akash when I do my channeling for my messages. Also, this information that I bring to you guys on how I learned how the dynamics or functions of this reality. And I want to share this with y'all because I feel like it's a lot of spiritual beings out here who want to tap into the Akash. This book is going to help you do that. It's going to give you a solid technique, especially if you are someone who loves to meditate. All right, this will help you get signals from the Akash. Also, you're going to receive this book as well. This is another one of my viral books. And this book is called Unlocking Your Power with the Use of Nature. This book is going to teach you how to unlock your crystalline light structure. All right, it's called Unlocking Your Power with the Use of Nature. It's going to teach you how to open up your chakras through nature. Anybody who's going through situations where you're being tracked, targeted, they're using frequency weapons, you want to use this so you can go ahead and activate your crystalline light body so that stuff don't work on you no more. It's a real thing, chat. And last but not least, for all my people, these chosen ones do get attacked through love, right? And so this is a love spell book to help you combat all the fake and bullshit that they send into your life. They send a honey trap into your life, make the bitch fall in love crazy, right? So you want to get this. This book really works. Or if you got somebody around you that you want them to leave, you need this. All right, you need this. So how you get these books? All right, shout out to you, chat. How you get these books? Now, guys, these are digital ebooks. All right. And these books are sold on my lives. I've been doing this now for 3 years. And it works like this, right? So how this goes, if you're in a country outside of the US and you want to purchase this book right now on my live, you can use PayPal or Revolut. If you're in the States, you can use PayPal, Revolut, Chime, Venmo, Cash App, or Zelle. And how this works, these are ebooks. When you purchase, I'm going to send them to you right now, right? You're going to send the money. I'm going to send you the books. I don't leave the live until everybody who purchases confirm that they got the books in the chat. All right. This is an energy exchange between me and you. I'm giving you this information in exchange for $50 worth of energy, but I'm also giving it to you with the intentions of you being able to use it and master your reality and however you want to do it. So if you want to get this book right now and you're $50 ready, this is the only place you can get it from, me or Terry. But if you want to get this book right now, drop a 1 in the chat and let's go ahead and make these energy exchanges and get y'all this in y'all email. This is sacred information that will turn you up if you're ready. All right. All right, Elizabeth. Got you. Elizabeth, you can send me a DM on TikTok telling me what payment method that you want to use. Yeah. And chat, I'm gonna be back up here later, man. So shout out to everybody, man. And only get in my DMs if you're ready now, chat. All right? If you're ready now. Elizabeth, I'm sending you a DM right now. Right? Elizabeth, check your DMs, love. I just sent you a DM. Got you. Hey, chat. I'm gonna be real, man. I don't know if y'all niggas in here thinking that I'm supposed to give y'all this shit for free, but I'm not changing you niggas' lives for nothing. It's gonna cost you $50. And that's on you if you get it or not. I'm straight. There's no way in hell I'll sit here and take pain out my body and then think a nigga supposed to give me that shit for free. You can't go get no goddamn Tylenol or motherfucking Yerk for free. You ain't about to get this shit for free. All right, so shout out to everybody in here, man. I appreciate it. I'm just waiting on Elizabeth. I see you right there, Elizabeth. Y'all niggas be crazy, man. Niggas be thinking like they supposed to get some shit for the free ski. Bitch, you can't even go buy a goddamn poison ass burger. You can't even go buy a poison ass cigarette you keep smoking every day for free. You think you gonna get this shit right here that's gonna turn you all the way up for free? Bitch, you're crazy. Elizabeth, I got it. Elizabeth. Shout out to you. What's your email? Steezy, you said we gonna meet. For sure, gang. We probably is. My dude about to get the book. Chat, if you want to get the book, drop a 1. Shout out to Elizabeth. She just ordered it. I'm just waiting on your email. I'm about to send you the book. If you $50 ready right now and you want to get this book, drop a 1 in the chat. It's all good if you don't. What's today? All right, Elizabeth, I'm sending it now. I just got your email. Appreciate it. Oh. I'm just saying. All right, Elizabeth, I just sent that to you, my love. Hey, DSWESQ. I'm sending you the book now, bro. From YouTube. All right. Hey, Elizabeth, let me know if you received it. I just sent it to you. Let me know if you got it. Hey, yo, chat. I love y'all, man. I love y'all, all the real people. And all y'all weird ass motherfuckers. You know what you can do. I'm gonna catch y'all later, man. Y'all have a good night. Y'all have a good day, whatever that looks like for you. Stay out the loop, man. Create your own loop. For sure, bro.